We move now to 133 pounds. Our sixth match of the night. Brendan Ferretti, the sophomore for the Navy midshipman, against the senior 133-pound wrestler for Bucknell, Kurt Phipps. Brendan 9-8 overall this season, 6-4 in duels.
Nice shot there by Brendan. Again, see, he comes up, he's got to step up with one leg, get some height. So Phipps has a place to fall.
Kurt Phipps is 14th ranked in the nation. The senior wrestler for Bucknell from Irwin, Pennsylvania, and Norwin High School. An NCAA qualifier last year. As Brendan Ferretti ranked 31st in the nation by Intermat. Those are the rankings that we give you, the Intermat rankings.
Brendan's got to get to work fast here or the referee is going to stalemate this. Phipps is just so long, he's coming over the top. Did a good job. Good snap by Ferretti there.
Big match for Bucknell, wanting to continue to get back into this one. They trail 12-7, the sixth of the 10 matches scheduled. Brendan Ferretti had a nice 8-5 decision over Jace Palmer at North Carolina last week in Chapel Hill. Also had a great start to the season. Brendan Ferretti started this year with 5 straight dual matches wins, but dropped a 4-2 decision to Lockhaven last night.
So very good to bounce back tonight after that loss yesterday.
Against an incredible senior for Bucknell, who has 75 career wins for the Bison in his close to 4 years wrestling for the Liberal Arts College in Lewisburg, Pennsylvania. Mentioned the great job that Kerry Colat's done in his 4th year here at Navy after 6 years at Campbell. How about Dan Wernsberger in his 19th season at Bucknell? He resurrected the wrestling program. They had dropped to club status, and he brought them back to Division I.
That's great. I mean, he's a proven coach, good leader.
6-year and assistant at Virginia Tech, former head coach at Bloomsburg, a 3-time All-American at Michigan State. 40 seconds left in the first period of the 133-pound match. On the mat here at Alumni Hall on the campus, the yard at the United States Naval Academy, the banks of the Severn River. Good crowd here tonight. Brendan Ferretti.
15 seconds, coming up 15 seconds left here.
Against Kurt Phipps. Phipps is on a 17-match winning streak.
It's tough.
A sophomore, Brendan Ferretti, up against this outstanding senior for Bucknell, who has 5 career wins. Kurt Phipps does over nationally ranked opponents. His only losses this year was to number 2 ranked Dayton Fix from Oklahoma State, and also a loss to Tyler Wells from Minnesota. What's the discussion now?
We have a little blood time. It looks like Ferretti, he had a scratch on his nose yesterday, that Lockhaven match. So now they're cleaning him up here, get the blood off, get him back out there. Brendan's in shape, so we don't want to stop too long. We don't want to give anybody a rest.
A lot of coaching symmetry this weekend. Last night, Navy head coach Kerry Colat coached against his alma mater, Lockhaven, for the 2nd time in his coaching career. Assistant coach Dan Neff, an alumnus of Lockhaven, but also Coach Neff is a former assistant at Bucknell.
Yes.
Coaching against the team that he used to coach back in the day.
Yeah, Dan's a great guy. It's good for our lightweights on the team. He works out with all of our lightweights and really pushes them. He's got a really interesting style that is creative, and I know the lightweights really like having him in the room, and going with him, going against him, practicing him, training with him every day, and he rolls around and he looks. It's a big help for the lighter.
Which is really unique and really neat about wrestling, that many of the coaches can do that to get on the mat and practice with their athletes. Imagine Brian Newberry, the head coach of the Navy football team, putting on the pads in practice.
Well, it's funny because I know Tyler Smith, the assistant Bucknell coach. During warm-ups, he was out on the mat during warm-ups out here, his shoes on. I asked him if he weighed in. Wrestling coaches, they usually get on the mats because you have to show technique. You have to get your shoes on, show technique, be on the mat. But then the bug gets in you and you start wrestling a little bit. It's a great sport.
Coach Kerry Colat, a National Wrestling Hall of Famer, All-American at Penn State and at Lock Haven, was a Big Ten Wrestler of the Year. Navy's so lucky to have him again in his 4th year here in Annapolis.
Olympian, NCAA champ, the accolades go on for Kerry Colat. What a great addition to the Navy wrestling program.
What a neat way to go into a family's living room, not only to have the Naval Academy behind you with the great tradition of wrestling and also the great institution, but also the accolades he's had over his career as a wrestler and as a coach.
Yes.
A tight match at 133.
So the rule is, anytime you're on your back in a neutral position, the referee, if you're breaking 90 degrees, the referee is supposed to start counting. And if he gets to 3, it gets the takedown is automatically awarded. Because there's so much rolling around now with the way the counter offense goes on these takedowns that sometimes you take too much risk, your back is exposed to the mat. And so the rule is, if you're breaking 90 degrees for more than 3 seconds, at that 3rd second, it's a takedown is awarded.
Mentioned the promotion tonight. The first 200 fans here receiving a free 3-point takedown foam finger. The mids also are going to sign autographs following the conclusion of this duel. Initially, and a neat night, anybody who participated in the Navy wrestling camp over last summer received free admission with the purchase of a adult discounted ticket. So a lot of potential future college wrestlers here at Alumni Hall tonight. Bucknell and Navy, midshipmen 7-5 overall this season, 1-2 in the EIWA. Bucknell is 7-4, 3-1 in the EIWA, but a series that has been dominated by Navy. 27th meeting dating back to 1979, and Navy leads this series 25-1 with the only win in the series in Lewisburg for Bucknell.
So a short time left. There are only 8 seconds in this period.
A 1-point match. Kurt Phipps has that point.
Interesting call. Phipps is tough on top, so we don't want to get Navy doesn't want to get stuck underneath him and not get out. So we pick neutral. I think Kerry feels that Brendan was close to those takedowns, and he wants to push the pace and get this takedown for the victory.
To the 3rd now.
There he is again. He's in on that leg again. Post lift. Just needs to step up from underneath. Hook a leg. Now. He gets that right arm around.
2 of the best wrestlers in Division I. Kurt Phipps at Bucknell.
He's trying to push that top leg off. There's the head coming out. There's the head coming out. He's going to put him in danger. If he puts him there, that's around his legs. That should be 3. That should be 3. That should be 3. No. That one I would throw the brick on.
Let's see if Kerry Colat does that.
I would throw the brick on. He was locked around the legs.
We had a good angle on it from here. I think they were blocked on the Navy bench.
Wow, I'm surprised they did not give that. He was locked around both legs.
Less than a minute to go now. Kurt Phipps, 14th ranked Division I wrestler in the nation with the 1-point lead. Got out of a tight spot there as Brendan Ferretti looks for that takedown now. Half a minute left to go.
There's a shot again by Brendan.
So we might
try to put him in danger. That's a point. He scissored the head. He's going to work. Navy is going to tie it up here with an illegal point.
There you go.
Can't scissor the head, and he did that. Brendan is definitely being the aggressor. That's what Kerry wanted, right? He said, let's go out, make it fly, let's keep people on their heels. And that's what Kerry said, you know, from after yesterday. He wished they did that. Well, Navy's doing that tonight.
Brendan Ferretti, a 3-time Michigan State Wrestling champion, looking for his 10th win of the season here, his 6th dual win.
Second match going in overtime. Here we go.
Sudden victory, back-to-back. Navy trying to get back into the win column of these matches. Bucknell looking for their first back-to-back win in bouts. Navy leads the overall match 12-7 right now, and this is the 6th of the 10 matches. Sudden victory.
He's got that hand across. Puts him to his butt. Danger. Danger. The referee should be counting danger.
He gets that leg over.
Wow. Interesting. He's holding.
Navy bench wanted the 3. That's what you hear in the background. Brendan Ferretti.
Going to stalemate that again. Phipps is doing a good job of stalemating these out, but
the senior for Bucknell, Kurt Phipps, hanging in there with another chance against Brendan Ferretti, the sophomore for the midshipmen here in sudden victory.
Kerry had that brick in his hand there.
Thought about it. Navy, several of the wrestlers will travel to Bucknell. Bucknell will host the 120th EIWA Championships on Friday, March 8th and Saturday, March 9th in Lewisburg, Pennsylvania. As you move down through the dual meets now, you want to build towards that conference tournament and then, of course, the NCAAs.
Yes.
So here we go.
Yeah,
got the new headgear
on.
First points win it as we're in sudden victory now.
Phipps is backing up.
Brendan Ferretti's been aggressive this entire match against the senior, Kurt Phipps, at 133.
There's the stalling warning to Phipps, against Phipps. Brendan's just got to keep faking, keep taking shots. Snap and go, snap and go. There's that shot, same one.
What does he need to do here?
Put him toward his back, put him in danger. Right there, now he should start counting danger. So Brendan's got to get his head up. Up, Phipps is up. Danger. Referee should be counting danger here. 2 seconds. Wow. Wow. So now there was no offensive point scored, so they have to flip for it. Top, bottom, neutrals, 30 seconds. They clear the riding time, and it's a 30-second.
And you saw how tired both these wrestlers were before that coin flip as they move back to the center of the mat. Brendan Ferretti will be down. Kurt Phipps on top for Bucknell. We're in sudden victory at 133 pounds. Our 6th match of the evening here at Alumni Hall.
Caution on Bucknell. He's coming in hard, trying to get that advantage off the whistle. It's only 30 seconds. Each period is 30 seconds. So
Navy bench was all over that as you heard them roar. Referee Scott Bricker, his assistant Brian Beard. Navy bench calling for 2.
2 and back points. There should be 2 and back points coming up. Wow, 8 seconds left. He got that reversal. Good job on Brendan. He knew that leg was coming in, and he just caught it as it came in, and he got it up high and was able to get that reversal. I think Phipps is going to pick neutral here.
Because he needs the takedown.
Right.
Trailing by 2. 25 seconds remaining. Brendan Ferretti trying to avoid the takedown. Curt Phipps moves in on him. Ferretti with that 3-1 lead.
And Ferretti does not have a stalling call yet. This is going to be interesting on the edge of the mat. 5 seconds left. That's a big win for Brendan. That's a nice win for Brendan.
Double-digit wins on the season for Brendan Ferretti as he holds on to beat Curt Phipps, the 14th ranked wrestler in the nation, for the midshipmen.
That is a big win.
So the midshipmen come up with a big one at 133. We move to 141 after this.